Okay, guys, here we go. Another important video that I want to make since I don't remember when. Because I think you need to understand what a feature factory is, and you need to see if your team, product, company is built around this same of type of issues that we will discuss in this video today. Because the problem is when you try to build a solution, a software, an application, a software, you're trying to solve a problem. Or if you're building a game, you're trying to solve a specific problem for a gamer, because there is a lot of games also out there. So maybe you're making the game more beautiful, you're delivering a better story. So everything is about somehow figuring out the pain of your customers and try to minimize this pain with your product, whatever the product type you might think of. Okay. But what is happening is that most of us, we tend to make things complex in our profession. We tend to make things complex, and this is a fact, guys. So sometimes you will see that the simplicity is the one of the most important things to reach and to drive for in our profession. But most of people, we are not designed to be to use simplicity in our systems, because there is a lot of constraints, there is a lot of variables, and your brain cannot work to really put all these type of pieces together and be simplistic as possible. Actually, if you follow the Founder podcast that I just showed in one of the videos this week, the Founder podcast has a video, a podcast actually, on Steve Jobs. And I remember that in that specific podcast, the most important feature, the most important characteristic or skill that Steve Jobs had, it was the ability to create simple applications, simple products, and deliver to people. Simplicity is important, and somehow we end in different route, which some people call them feature factory. So you need to understand, we are going to understand today what a feature factory is. This is a 55 PDF document written by Somer Sarkar. Somer Sarkar is been showing off my LinkedIn feed for a while. I've been following since he started writing every day. This guy writes a lot. He writes almost every day. And I try to read almost all his posts, but this post is very old. And I remember that I indexed this post because I want to give it a read with, and I want to do it today. I'm not going to read all the document. There are 55 pages, and I think that is a lot of pages. And I want to make this video as long as possible. I'm trying to make this video as valuable as possible, even if it's short, right? But I think it's very important to understand him, because when you read something about some person, you don't have the context of who this guy is. But let's give it a really quick about that he has here. I'm a technical architect and technical product director working to better apply software architectures and product management best practices in different areas like retail, internet, and telecommunication. My expertise includes software engineering, system architectures, and technical people development, product and program management. I enjoy generating new ideas and devising feasibility solutions to broadly relevant problems. This guy seems that he's very smart. So key characteristics: building high-performance teams, architect and design good software, solve problems for the long term, understand business needs, demonstrate and communicate technical best practices, take ownership of services and application at scale, know how to discover good technical solutions to apply to particular problems, focus on building AWS-based cloud delivery platform, focus on building scalable microservices using cluster schedulers, focus on continued integration and continued delivery, mentor others, present strong opinions, your works collaboratively with others to achieve goals, take risks and learn from mistakes. Okay, he has a master. He seems to have a master for the Indian Institute of Technology, and he writes a lot of cool stuff. So you should give it a follow him, and so you can understand better this article. This document was written by him, if I remember correctly. I got it from him, or maybe it's not written by him, but he was the one that served as a bridge for this specific article that is somehow written in as a PDF. I think we're going to go over. I read this document a bit, but hasn't been deeply analyzing them. I'm not going to analyze them deeply today either, because it's a very large document. Let's try to review the most important pieces, or maybe we will do a longer video. I don't know. Let's just kill it. This is another example that I found for Summer that he shared. Samsung new oven lets you live stream a video feed on what's cooking. Okay, this is an example of what a feature. I'm not sure if it's better to start for the example. This example was shared by him in one of the posts. I also had this specific blog post indexed. It's from January to 2023. It's 3-minute reads. We are not going to read it completely, but this is the best case example so you can understand what a feature factory is. The company is refreshing its line of customizable kitchen appliances. Guys, my English is not my first language, so apologies for that. Sometimes some words are hard to pronounce for me. So Samsung is refreshing its lineup of customizables bespoke smart appliance with a wall oven, washer and dryer. The bespoke AI oven has a 7-inch screen and touch controls. The cooking methods include air sous vide, air fryer and steam cooking. Perhaps the most intriguing element though is the AI camera that is inside. The camera can detect what you are making and suggest optimal cooking setting for recognizing what you're making. Samsung say moreover, it can send you warning notification to prevent your food from burning. You can keep an eye on your food using the screen of SmartThings apps, which you can use to control the oven remotely. There is the option to take photos of your creation or even live stream the video feed, which imagine that. So you have a kitchen with do all this stuff. There is the option to take photos for your creation or even live stream the video feed, which could help budding Twitch creator find their niche. In addition, the oven has Samsung Health integration and can analyze work, start, and die goals based on the ingredients you have on hand. Bespoke AI oven is available in Europe now and will be arriving in North America this summer. For me, this is just a strategy to get more data from you, okay, from Samsung. This is just a strategy to get more data from us. Because the fact that this specific line of feature doesn't rely with what the product itself does, it tells us a lot of things, right? Maybe, guys, I'm not sure, but I wouldn't like to show my cook every day to your own oven. I think Sommer has the best words for it in one of his posts. Let's see if we can find it. Somewhere. Yeah, there you go. Let's start here. Oh, we found it, man. We found it. Okay. So, example of a feature factory. In a product management lingo, feature factors are typically a derogatory term. It describes a business focus on building features rather than solving problems for customers. Here are a few characteristics of a feature factory. So this is the most important paragraph that we are going to share in this video. Okay. What is a feature factory? I just show you the example. I'll show you the document so you can. I'm gonna put the link on the video, on the video description. But this is the definition of a feature factory. What is a feature factory? In product management lingo, feature factories are typically a derogatory term. It describes a business focus on building feature rather than solving problems for customers. Here are a few characteristics of a few factories. It's very hard, guys. You know, if you have been, I've been in this industry for 15 years, and it's very hard to understand the pain of the people. Okay, it's very hard if you don't talk to them. It's very hard when you have a bunch of level or layers to go over it. It's very hard when you just receive a document with a bunch of things written by a third-party guy that here the feature for another person, or sorry, the requirement for another person's, maybe this person understand the pain in a different way. So the information, when you get the requirement you're going to build, there is many layers that you really don't understand, and you don't even know if they really understand what the problem is, because it's very hard to understand people. It's very hard to understand what they really want. Even if they tell you, you will find in the history of software engineering that most people don't really know how to tell you. I mean, there are easy problems to identify. There are easy problems to understand and to solve, but there are most of the most important problems. They will be not easy to identify, and you need to understand them higher. And you need to spend a lot of time talking with people, different aspects of people from different characteristics, from different areas, so you can make a product that can serve the really pain point that people really have. The product team measures its success by how much and often it ships. Okay, so he's giving you some feature factories, characteristics. Guys, let me know if you can see this. Let me know if you can read this, and let me know if you have experienced this type of things, because I do. I really rely on this type of on this, because I've been in those type of companies and those type of teams. The product team measures its success by how much and often it ships. The company believes that adding a new feature always adds value to the product. The organization fails to test feature ideas before building them and fails to assess its success with users after the feature ship. No organization set a goal to become a feature factory. It happens unintentionally as the company becomes motivated by other priorities. Some common examples include the leadership team wants to see more frequent product updates. Man, this happened to me just recently. The company culture celebrates completing projects rather than measuring their impact with the user. Sales put pressure on the product team to produce new features to help bring in leads and close more deals. This is a nice, well-known theory, thanks to John Cutler. But can you quickly point out a prominent feature factory? Let me tell you outright that Apple is not a feature factory, but it may turn out to be one soon due to lack of top-tier leadership on product thinking differently. So you can point to a prominent feature factory. Let me help you out. It's Samsung Electronic. So here's the link for this entry that I just read to you, but he basically was using as a clarifying point, right? Samsung by definition is a feature factory. They are a chibo. I don't know what is this. I don't know if I even pronounce it correctly. Man.
The camera can detect what you're making.
I have to understand this, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, we do it. Chibo. Okay. It's a large... A chibo is a large industrial South Korean conglomerate run and controlled by an individual or family. A chibo often consists of multiple diverse affiliates, controlled by a person or group whose power over the group often exceeds legal authority. Several dozen large South Korean families controlled corporation group falls under this definition. The term first appeared in English text in 1972. This is one other thing that I love about this guy. He gives me a lot of good insights on when he writes. It's a well-known that Samsung copies, so by nature they are a feature factory. Still, if you are not convinced, I urge you to read the article below. For even more fun, read the article comment as well. 2 paragraphs are reproduced below. Decide by yourself. And this is the little paragraph that I just read about. But let's to give more context about what he just mentioned here. Let's read it again. The bespoke AI oven has a 7-inch screen and touch control. The cooking method includes air source bite, air frying, and steam cooking. Perhaps the most intriguing element, though, is the AI camera camera that is inside. The camera can detect what you are making and suggest optimal cooking settings if it recognizes what you're making. Samsung says, moreover, it can send you a warning notification to prevent your food from burning. You can keep an eye on your food using the screen on the SmartThings app, which you can use to control the oven remotely. There is the option to take photos of your creation or even live stream the video feed, which could help building Twitch creator find their niche. Oh my agile god. This is how this guy the next video is going to be about agile, about Summer again, because he's like very clear against agile. And I think the next video I'm going to talk about what he thinks about agile, what I think about agile. But let's summarize this really quick. I'm not going to read this PDF. I'm going to share it here in the document so you can reach it faster. But the important idea here, feature factory. Avoid feature factory as a software engineer. And if you are in a feature factory team or company, try to find a way or get out the hell of there. Okay? Try to find a way of be with good people, good manager that build great products. That's how you get good at it. And that's how you can identify how to build the right feature. It's very hard. I've been reading software for 15 years, and it's very hard to really write good software. But if you spend time with good people that can and know how to write good software and how to deliver features that really impact people's life on your product, it will change your life. This specific term, feature factory, it changed the way I think about my profession. It changed the way I think about my applications. It changed the way I program. It changed everything in my life. And I was going to share with you because I think it's really important so you can understand how to avoid them, what it is, what are the very examples, the simple examples, and how you can just move on if you are in one of them. And I hope you like it. I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I hope you left some comments here. See you in the next video. Bye.